Hey guys, welcome to Maverick Meteor. Let's say you've got two shapes, a circle that's 5 millimeters, and then you've got a larger circle that's 20 millimeters. Suppose you want to draw every size circle between these two in 1 millimeter increments. How can you do that? You could draw each one at a time, but there's a much faster way. It's called the blend tool. Look on your toolbar to the left and double-click the blend tool. Hit the drop-down arrow and choose Specified Steps. Here you can specify the number of steps between the two shapes to automatically generate the shapes in between. But how do you find out how many steps you need? Here's a simple formula to figure out how many steps you'll need to generate the sizes in between the two shapes. This formula works with anything that is an increment of 1, such as millimeters. So, check the size of your largest shape, which is 20 millimeters, and the size of the smallest shape, which is 5 millimeters. And let's write down our equation. Now we know we need to tell the blend tool to use 14 steps. Double-click the blend tool again and choose Specified Steps. Now type 14 and click OK. Use the blend tool to click the first shape and then click the second shape. All of the shapes in between are automatically drawn at the correct size, but you'll notice you can't click on any shape individually. To break them apart, we'll need to do 2 more steps. Click the Object drop-down, choose Expand, uncheck Fill, and click OK. Now right-click the group of shapes and choose Ungroup. Every shape is separated now. You can go to the top and look to see if the dimensions are correct. Now let's spread out the shapes so they appear evenly on the page. Select all of the circles and go to the Align panel. Click the menu in the upper right and choose Show Options. Now choose Horizontal Distribute Space. Now all of your shapes are evenly spaced across the page. You can print this at 1:1 scale and then use it as a drill guide or a fastener sizing chart or whatever you like. Now let's apply this technique to something a little bit more complicated. Let's say we want to find all of the hex sizes in a range from 1/4 to 3/4 inch. We're dealing with fractional sizes, and we want to find all of the nominal sizes in the range from 1/4 to 3/4 inch. Select the hex tool on your toolbar, which may be hidden underneath the rectangle tool. Draw 2 hex shapes on your page. Since we're talking about hex bolts here, we want to use the flat to flat dimension. That's the smallest dimension. So if you'll notice, the small dimension, flat to flat, is what we want to look at. The larger dimension is the point to point dimension. We don't want that. Looking at the small dimension, you'll notice that we're still in millimeters. We want to be working in inches. So go to the top of the screen and click Document Setup. In your document setup, hit the drop down, choose inches, and select OK. Select your smallest shape and go to the smaller dimension field. Enter 0.25 inches. Make sure the chain link icon between the 2 dimensions is checked on. This will constrain both of the dimensions. For the larger shape, enter 0.75 inches. For this step, it might be helpful to look up a nominal fraction to decimal conversion chart online. Now we need to calculate how many steps we need to use with our blend tool. Since we're using fractions, we need a new equation. To calculate the steps, we'll use the largest size minus the smallest size times the fractional increment minus 1. I want my nominal sizes in 16ths of an inch, so I'll plug in 16 to the equation. It looks like we'll need 7 steps. Double-click the blend tool again. Make sure it's set to specified steps. Enter 7 steps in the field and click OK. Click the small shape, then click the large shape. The steps in between are automatically generated. Go back to the top of the screen and click Object. Choose Expand. Uncheck Fill. Click OK. As the last step, right-click and select Ungroup. Head back over to the Align panel and click Horizontal Distribute Space. Now let's check to make sure all of our shapes are the correct sizes. I've put the fractions and decimals on the screen for your reference. As you can see, all of the correct decimal sizes have been created. You can now print these shapes at 1:1 scale to use as a reference chart, or even output the shapes to CAD for use in 3D printing or even CNC work. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Your support will help me continue creating video content. Thanks for watching.